Shalom, family. You know, it's really kind of sad at the amount of people out there that trust the KJVs without knowing who it was that ordered the commission that commissioned the retranslation of Scripture that was already translated into English, and that they don't understand what it was translated from. They also don't understand that there's 1,500 different KJVs, and that all 1,500 say something different in various places in those books. KJVs were translated from Masoretic texts. Now, you do a quick Google search and it's going to tell you the Jewish writings and the Jewish texts is what that was. Well, that's funny because the word Jew is 600 years old. The letter J is 600 years old. I don't understand why this is so hard for you guys to comprehend. The letter J, if any word attached to the letter J did not come from Hebrew. It didn't. Nothing in Hebrew translates to a J. Although they'll tell you, oh, it stands for the Y. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's linguistics, people. It doesn't. The letter J replaced the I, not the Y. It replaced the I. And when we look at the names, the Hebrew people, there was no need to translate their names into English. The English language supports all names in all languages. There's no need to translate a name at all. However, when it comes to the names in the KJVs, they weren't translated. I know a lot of people want to say, oh, it was translated. No, it wasn't. They're called transliteration, and those names weren't translated from the Hebrew names. The Hebrew names were removed, completely taken out, and replaced with Greek names. That's why it's called the Roman alphabet, the Greek alphabet, the Greek language. They changed the names. They didn't translate them. They changed them. The ISR. This is called a literal translation. Not a version, it's a literal translation. A version means it was changed. It's just a version. That's why the Holy Bibles are not called Scripture, because they're not Scripture. It's not Scripture. It's a version of it. Literal translation, word for word, verbatim. What the Dead Sea Scrolls said, not the Masoretic text, the Dead Sea Scrolls and ancient Hebrew scrolls are right here, translated into our language with the names as they are, unchanged. They didn't change the Hebrew names, they've kept the Hebrew names. And when it comes to the name of our Messiah, when you read John 5:43, he says, I have come in my Father's name, and you do not receive me. Yet another will come in his own name, him you will receive. So look at these names, the ones the Christians use. God and Jesus. Does it sound like Jesus comes out of the word God? Is there any relation there to the pronunciation of those words? Now, our Messiah done told you he comes in the Father's name. We're looking at these names. Modern Hebrew, they will tell you Yeshua and Yahweh. They don't work together. That's deception. Names were changed. You look at ancient Paleo-Hebrew, what was in the Dead Sea Scrolls, Yahuwah, Yahusha. Like a junior. Yahuwah, Yahusha. He came in the Father's name, and you do not receive him. But another came in his name, him you received. Jesus comes in his own name. And the name Jesus is a direct translation of the Greek goddess of healing, Isis Christo. That's where that name comes from. The name Jesus is a direct translation of Isis, not Yahusha, Isis. The same people who crucified our Messiah removed him from the books. They didn't believe in him. The Greeks believed in all these gods and goddesses, which actually were fallen angels. If you'd go read the book of Enoch, you're going to learn about the fallen angels and their deception on mankind. All the stuff that happened in Greek mythology really happened pre-flood. That's pre-flood history. It wasn't just shit they made up. That really happened. The fallen angels pretended to be gods and goddesses in front of these ignorant people. And they believed them. And so, after the crucifixion of our Messiah, these are the people who were translating Scripture. They're reading these Hebrew stories. They're like, this man healing, well, that's our goddess of healing, Isis. So they removed Yahusha and put in Isis. See, they called Zeus God, the god of thunder. So they removed Yahuwah, they removed Elohim, and replaced him with God. Because that's who they believed in, Zeus. So when you refer to your Father Most High as God, you're calling him Zeus. You're calling him Baal. See, the word God goes all the way back to the Canaanites, and that's what they called Baal. Baal was their god. Just like the Jews worshiped a golden calf, that's Baal. That's their god. It's not our Father Most High. It's Baal. Satan. Every time you call your Father Most High, G-O-D, you're calling on Satan. Every time you call your Messiah this Greek name, you're calling on a fallen angel, a demon. That's how they've deceived you, is through the KJVs and through all these perverted translations. And then you people want to argue about this stuff. Like, I'm not trying to harm you. I'm trying to bring you our Father's truth. The truth is we were all deceived. I preached out of the KJV for many, 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 many years. And then he led me to his truth. And he sent messengers to me to help guide me to his truth, because I was genuinely seeking it. I prayed, Father, what is your truth? We've been deceived. I know this is not your name. What is your name? I want to know your name, Father. And he sent me his name. He showed me where to find it. It's called discernment. Our Father Most High is Yahuwah. Our Messiah is Yahusha HaMashiach. Not the Greek goddess Isis. Do some research. Put away this stuff you've been taught your entire life. If you genuinely want to spend eternity in our Father Most High's house, you better learn what he has said. Because following Paul and following the teachings of men is going to cause you to spend eternity in a pit of fire.